Hello YouTube and welcome to my next tutorial of creating a car in Blender. Yeah, I have added some preview materials while I was taking a look at it from different angles to see if it looks correct. However, now today we're gonna get into modeling door. Let's again open browser and take a reference image that will help us to make this car look good. Okay, so I'll take an image where I can see the mirrors quite well, like that, because they'll be the most complex part out of all the things in the door. Okay, so let's add a plane again. Now I'm gonna call this door R. I'm set it to use this preview material for me. Okay, now let's get in modeling. This far I'm gonna set it up like that, and then go in this roof and set cursor to that point. And sorry. Of course, move this to the cursor. You do the same with this point, I think. Okay, hard to tell. Doesn't matter much. And move this to the cursor. Okay, I'm gonna go in this view for now. Now, cursor here. And lastly, here. No, here. Okay. So, we have it ready this far. So, now we need to do our usual stuff with objects like this. I'm gonna first add this loop cut and start creating this part separately, because once we get to the window we'll need to make mirror, and I don't want to do it yet, really. It's not fun part. No, it's more exciting than this. This is gonna be boring. That part is way more difficult. That's why I'm leaving it to the end. I'm gonna start off with simple things. Possibly place the cursor here. Right. Now what I can do is oh, okay, wrong placement. Wrong one, or no? Yes, it seems wrong. Or not. Or yes. I can't really tell you. Okay. It is wrong. Okay, like that. Now look at here. Drag it up. And make it out like this. You know the basic alignation process. It's a kind of basic thing that we do to make sure that there are not wrong holes in geometry. Make all the geometry blend well together. To make it like, I don't know what to call it. To make it all unitar, like it would be single mechanism, either then, like it would work together all, instead of being some sort of separate jittered parts. It's kind of, you can't describe what I can't describe what I'm doing right now, but it's important thing. it kind of makes sure that the door is placed in its supposed area, and then after that we just after that we just I just lost in my own words. Okay. After that we make the shape of it without touching what we have created here. I skipped there one vertex. I'll show you later why. Because the basic reason is that here I have less polygons around this edge than there. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. Oh, right. So we have two issues like that. What I'm gonna do is go in the side view and all through from the top. I can actually look at it like this. It's gonna be a bit more efficient. Again, a bit more here. I can firstly move this vertex here, but at the same time I can now take from this vertex and knife cut, and another knife cut from here. Great. I can actually also align this vertex to there, as well as now I'm gonna start working on those vertices down here. I'm gonna place these two vertices around the handle. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in top view and see if it's fine. And it seems to be. Of course, I can drag everything out a bit here. Minimally, not everything, and not too much. Now let's take a look. Next kind of vertex is only there. Let's keep aligning. And you kind of normalize those vertices here to make sure they're not kind of making random shapes, but kind of making something consistent. Okay, and next look at is about to be there, like this. Right. So let's make the detail here, and keep the detail. Okay, here's the next look at. I'll leave it as it is. Kind of coming along nicely. Okay. Well, now we have basically this piece of door finished. Of course, as I can see in here, this is a bit of problem here because those vertices should be modified a bit. Like that. Okay. For me this is fine. And basically this part of door is almost finished, and there's just one single thing remaining about it. and it's the handle. As you can see, I'm gonna take a image with closer look. Maybe I can type in door here. Door handle. Okay. I'll leave the basic images. Something where I can see it really. Get this off. Kind of ellipsed. Ellipsed. It's facing inward. It's kind of hole. And then out there's simple torus shape. So it's not complex geometry actually. I'm gonna start off by creating the ellipsed thing. Here. I'm gonna do loop cuts like this. Okay, and of course our usual thing that we do always. Prevent any polygons with more than 5 vertices, as well as prevent polygons with this type of shape. Okay. Now what I can do is adjust it, of course, and then I select those two faces. I'm gonna select this edge and press dissolve edges. Now I have one face. I press ES, and then I kind of adjust it to make it inwards facing thing like that. And of course now I can take my knife and make it correct polygonization. This type. Great. With edge splits it will look a billion times better, of course. And now I'm gonna add the torus thing. To do it, I'm gonna add cursor here and literally add torus or not. Now we can better do it with cube actually. Add cube and make sure it's radius something like 0.01. And I'm gonna move cursor to center and make sure that this thing is kind of here. I'm gonna make it like here. Scale up and rotate around along y-axis. Not that much. And now what I'm gonna do, of course, scale up like that, rotate a bit, and scale Y. What I can do now is select this set of vertices, press E to extrude, and it's kind of scaling down there, as you can see. So I can do this basic thing and delete this face actually. Okay, what's this thing? I have no idea what it is, but I don't need it. Okay, we can drag this in like that, adjust it to maximally look fine with it. For the handle, yeah, you need to be able to place your hand inside there, so it's not that deep. I'm gonna delete this face. Again, select these vertices. Grab them up a bit, rotate, scale even. As you can see, you should extrude it like this. At this point, these two vertices moves inside, while here they're kind of outwards. So yeah, and here they move inside, or not that much. they start to do. And now, of course, one more thing you do with them is already rotate around. And then there's one more extrusion. Rotate around like that. Okay. Now you again adjust vertices here. Good. It's kind of fine for me. Of course, set it to smooth. And what else I can do is grab those vertices up a bit, like this. Adjust them. Grab these vertices down here and pull them up a bit. Okay. We have kind of finished handle there. I don't think that we need anything else with this. And the part that we left here is window. So we add a look at here. And adjust everything. Try to do it similarly like I do. Okay. Why doesn't it get through here? Because of this. It's just issue of me, and we shouldn't have this problem there. This was a bit of mistake by me. So now I'm gonna do knife cuts here. But I need a bit of modification because, well, okay, first thing, I need to cut it here, that edge around there, and it will give a lot of solution already. Okay, and to the end. Of course, here now we need to fix it. And what's this thing? My question. It's too outwards. Too much outwards. Oh yeah, this is thing why it's good to still leave. Why we didn't make the non-symmetrical parts of the interior yet? Because then we would have to do it the same on both sides, scaling, select both complex things. But now we're able to adjust it, because now you can see that the panel was a bit wrong. And with doors installed, you can kind of well see how it is and how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna grab those vertices and move them in a bit, because yeah, that's kind of required. So let's keep splitting it here. And we have done aligning it. Actually, yes, we have done aligning it. And now the one hard part, mirror. Let's make kind of curvy split here and finish it out there like this. And I'll align all of those vertices here to make sure they kind of match well. Yeah, before we continue, I already forgot. We need to adjust window shapes. And yeah, so let's do it. Basically grab those vertices right there, actually here, out of the car, like yes, to make it rounder. And now for the mirror here, I can just move those vertices out. Well, something like this. I don't know. Hard to tell in this view. Kind of seems a bit different in side view. No. Oh yeah, right. I see the thing. The problem. This vertex should be kind of here even. Now if we take a look at the references, it's kind of straight even here. It's not making any curve. Interesting. Okay, like that. Now we need to model mirror. And before we get in the direct modeling, we need its source, where it's gonna come from. And at the same time, I'm gonna prevent multi-vertex polygons with too many vertices. So two good things at once. Kind of make it look round. And I think that we need triangles here. Okay, this is gonna be the tail or the source of mirror, but as you can see in this reference, it has tails like that. If I go in front or rear view, you can see the same. So what we need to do is firstly find the tail one is somewhere around here. So this tail won't work out well, but we can use it like that to create actual start points of the mirror, kind of this way. So now we get two little starting points. I'm gonna leave it as it is here. It's gonna be fine with this. It's the top one, especially the top one, is kind of smaller, like that. It's starting pretty high. Somewhere around here it's starting, yes. Kind of there. And the bottom one is really well starting down here. It's way bigger than the top one. It seems like that. If I go in this view, yeah, currently it's kind of distorted there because we have just begun complex thing. Again, this thing will be saved by edge loops. Oh, as you can see, I have a few issues here. These vertices should be moved outwards. Some of them more, some of them less, but they all should be moved outwards. And after you have done setting up this, we can continue with the mirror. Okay, so let's get in modeling the mirror. Okay, sorry, I have closed the browser. Was away for a long time. Had a deal, as you can see in the clock here. If you skip back a bit, you can see how long time I have been away. But now I'm back, and you even didn't notice that I was away. Okay, so let's continue. We need to make that first part of mirror, and it seems that there's kind of a round hole in it. Well, in this case, I am even not sure if it will work out well if we type in mirror. And it fails me. Indeed. Except this image. Yes, what a fortune. We have a good reference. This one. Wow, good reference. Indeed, good. I was afraid that we won't have a real reference. So, yeah, like that. So, you can see how the shape acts here, but it's hard to tell from those images. Well, I'm gonna actually open each of those images in a new tab. And this is a bit different, BMW. Okay. And I'll scroll down to see if there are any other references for this car. Mirror. Okay. When quickly taking a look, I don't. Yes, this one is a real one. So, we have found 4 really nice reference images. I'll start off with this side because it seems to be the thing that should make the most of problems. In this reference you can see that it's even smaller there, so I'm gonna scale down even more. And this part is kind of big, thick thing, so I'm gonna make it like that. Great. Maybe knife cut here. Whoa, sorry for that. Okay, I'm gonna do it differently. So I'm gonna dissolve this edge, position like this, actually dissolve this edge. Great. It's sort of what I wanted, except that I want this to be triangulated and this to be triangulated, to have more control over it. And I'm even not sure about it. I hope that you can find how to balance this. Okay, I'm gonna start with the top part. And select this, go in front view. Extrude there. For me it's not gonna match 100%. That's not of a problem. And as you can see, there it transits, it is very it has kind of hole even. Now I'm gonna literally make it be like that, or I'm gonna scale it down here. Extrude, scale, and move it out a bit like this. Extrude, scale, and keep moving it like that. And now you can see that it's like how to say. Okay, first I'm gonna press SX0, okay, like that, and grab this vertex as well on this direction, and yeah, this is fine. And as you can see, it's kind of rotated like that. As you can see in the reference, it's sort of rotated like this. So on the front it's closer to the tip, but on the rear it's further from it. The idea is clear, I think. Okay, Well, now we can select this face again and extrude it. Now it starts, at this point it starts to scale up. Well, now we've got a problem. It's not the matching shape anymore. Because, well, yeah, okay. We can fix it sort of easy here. Just kind of do the same as I do. Now, what we're gonna do now is delete this face. And then grab this set, extrude. We need, oh yeah, we need this side. And this is sort of gonna be this part that we're making for now, currently. So as you can see, it's kind of ends here where it's straight cut, so we need to make it like that here, actually. And the other part of it kind of in curvy way goes down. I'm gonna knife cut here to provide a curvy way approach for it, and one more knife cut here. I'm gonna also make it, I'm gonna round it here on the top, and I can now extrude those vertices down here, like that, a few times. It's kind of, yeah, it will blend smoothly with the rest of it, like that. Okay, here it will end. Now I can go in top view. You can see the views doesn't kind of fit well together. For example, and this vertex should go about there. This vertex is also mid. Here it seems to be a bit longer, I think, or maybe it's isn't. Hard to tell actually. Okay, I'm gonna just draw the vertices. Must point where they are colliding. Yeah, it's sort of here. Really hard to tell. I'm gonna say you honestly, it's confusing me because I can't kind of tell it starts where it ends. Sort of looks like this, I think. I hope I'm making it correctly. Okay. Yeah. Place where it's joint on the top. We set it wrong. So I'm gonna select these vertices. All of these vertices. All of them. All. No exceptions. Nobody lives. Everybody is being selected. Nobody stays at its position. Providing perfection. Great. I have selected them all. And now I'm gonna drag them a bit this direction. Okay. If I take a careful look. Right. Those ones should move here as well. Oh, great. I'm not sure about those few vertices. They'll still get modified. Now, let's get to this layer. So, these vertices are this line. Yeah, it's hard to notice, but there's the line here. I'm gonna line them up with it. Not a difficult thing to do. Well, except here. This one is as well made there. and yeah, the mirror creation is a really complex thing. I am even kind of feeling a bit confused by myself, so I can't comment much even. I don't like modeling mirrors, but there's no choice. I have to. So I'm doing it. As you can see, I'm modeling mirror. Okay. Have finished it this far. This vertex should I should kind of make those vertices match correctly. Not to make weird shapes. Like it does here for now. So yeah, let's fix those issues here. And this vertex will, of course, together with this and this and this, will come out here. Otherwise it's broken. So let's take a look. Where is the one issue I can see there with this part? There's something wrong with it. Okay, I see. I must knife cut here. Great. This can actually be moved up a bit as well. Or even kind of a lot. Okay, so we can now continue modeling. Now we're gonna make the inside part of it. So, to do it, we're not gonna do it too complex. We're gonna grab this vertex and extrude it. Immediately extrude it down. Like that. And of course, extrude here. And so, how well managed. And what I'm gonna do now is drag those here like this, keep it shape, and okay, fill this in. This vertex goes here, and some adjustments here. Well, yeah, kind of that way. It should sorta blend with the bottom joint here. I'll assume it's working well, although it's hard to tell at this moment. This mirror is the thing that you should just make. It will result in something, and this is not big object, so you can later adjust it as much as needed. So no worries about issues and problems with it, because you can always fix it. Mirror is easy to fix. It's hard to make, but it's easy to fix because it's not complex shape. I mean, it's not. It is complex shape. It's not big shape. Is that the case? What I should mention? Okay, I am even not sure. Well, we can see this coming. We have this piece here. What I'm gonna do now is take a look at this image. See that it's kind of making this shape here. It starts here and makes some kind of loop here. So this shouldn't be hard to make. Let's get back to our mirror And here, firstly, as you can see, it's sort of, yeah, we have a problem here. We need to better align those vertices. I have the problem. Now we can just grab this vertex and extrude it. Firstly, we need to extrude it to as much times to match this. And now I'm gonna go in front view, F1, which actually refers to rear view here, and match those vertices here. What I'm gonna do now is grab those two vertices. Actually, I need to set them up higher, like that. In top view, drag them out a bit, like that. Now I can F4 to make out the shape of it here. Okay, it's not that smooth object. I can afford to make it not that round. I don't want to waste too much geometry on mirrors, because I don't feel any need for it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna close this window. So, you can just, in this case, it's kind of easy to do it based on reference. Just make this arch here. And yeah, keep up with the work here. Good. Now I'm gonna, it's basically a simple thing here. And now, okay, it's not gonna mix with that, with those pieces, and that's good, because we can't let it mix with those pieces. Let's keep extruding here. Extrude up. Oh, it's here. Yeah. Sometimes too many vertices can confuse you in the reference. Just be careful and take a good watch on it. I'm gonna fill this in. Move this vertex here. Remember to make these vertices we just created to not be too thick, because it's gonna be the outer layer of it. Kinda. Yeah. So I'm gonna extrude this down, fill this piece, and fill here. Does it look fine? I think that yes. Of course, this vertex should be moved inwards a lot, as well as this vertex. Those vertices are inwarding there very much. Great. Now what I can do is go into top view and take those vertices one by one and drag them out, which is required here in this case. Okay. Just drag out those vertices. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, it's the right one. I'm not doing it wrong. It was just my imagination. Okay, and you drag them all out like this. So yeah, this one as well. If I go to this view now, you can see we have the outline shape of the mirror. What I'm gonna do now, before I make the filling of it, I can actually make the rear of it. And if we take a look at the reference here, it's not that complex. So firstly, I'm gonna grab this vertex, take it, select it, and do a few extrusions here. Oh, right. I must actually take these vertices as well. And sort them all around, because otherwise it's not gonna be right. There. So you manage those vertices here to make sure they're kind of in shape. So yeah. Okay. Now take this again. Remember to keep the distance from that part. So I am gonna immediately fill here, like that. And of course here extrude, fill. If I go to the front view now, I can see them being in the wrong heights. I'm gonna adjust them like this. Let's see. They're kind of constantly moving downwards. At this point we shouldn't make too complex shapes, because in the real life it isn't complex at all. You basically mirror shape. Is it? Oh, right. Now I can use this view for extrusions. Of course. Keep them all well managed. Make them look good. You just do this job simply. I can't even tell you many hints about it. Just do it. Just extrude it and fill out it. Mirror is kind of hard to explain. It's not nice thing for modeling, so I don't like modeling mirror. I can tell you now already. So let's take a look. We continued it here. So we have this works here. This one should already go outwards a bit. Here it already goes a lot. And you must keep making the shape of the mirror. And well, I'm gonna merge this at this vertex. Now I can use that as reference to match out all of the others here. Well, okay. So now I can just simply fill in those. Let's see how much is needed. Alright. I selected the wrong vertex here. I need to fill in this. Okay, we don't. Because this vertex also was a mistake. Okay, here we're gonna not continue it because there's the second joint, right? So now, first thing that you may notice is the very big part here without any poly count, without any smoothings. We can just knife cut here, try to do it smooth from this corner on all through it. I'm gonna come on, I'm not succeeding. Okay, I'm gonna start from this vertex and cut it all through here. What we can do with this now is make it have more of the curve effect, so we can make it to look a bit smoother. And of course, same case under it. So I'll take a knife, cut here, 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 well, here, and to the end actually. And here as well, I'm gonna just make it rounder. So just drag them around. Great. And now I'm gonna fill this in, and that's kind of a simple thing to do. You just take we're gonna better make the line in the middle of it, so better extrude this. Yeah, it's a bit more complex that I just thought of doing. It's smarter actually. So, and then fill in this. Of course, you can see in the reference that this line is kind of lower here, so I'm gonna drag it down there. And I can just fill it in actually. So triangle here. Whoa, no, not that triangle. This, and this. Quad here. Quad here. Triangle here. Quad here. And triangle here. Triangle here. Quad here. Just fill everything. Sorry. Okay, good. I'm gonna make this more significant. Now what I'm gonna do with it now is add a knife cut here to make it rounder. Otherwise it's gonna be flat. I don't want it to be flat. I really don't want it to be flat. Go on top view. Can use this as well. So drag those vertices out there to make it not that flat. Okay. The same for the bottom part of it. So knife cut here. And I'm gonna end it here. mm, hard to tell in this, so I'm gonna go into basic and select them all and just drag them out a bit. Great. What I'm gonna do now, okay, before I do it, I'm gonna adjust the shape. When you go in perspective view, sometimes you can notice some of your mistakes, some of the things that you did wrong, and you can correct them. Okay, because here it seems a bit off. Okay, now I'm gonna make this part, which I kind of don't like because it's hard to access. See well. Okay, here. So first off, we need the source. It seems that I'll need to use. Okay, it's coming from there to there, bigger than I expected. I can kind of move those vertices here, like this. Okay. Move this in a lot. Okay, I'll need to adjust it a bit more. Now, yeah, I've got confused because it's complex here. I'm gonna delete this face actually. And the first thing that I'm gonna do, if I take a look at this compared to this, well, I wouldn't call this a round thing. Where was it supposed to be around? I don't remember anymore. There it is, but it's supposed to be kind of round also, there. Feel a bit confused. Okay, now this one should. Okay, maybe like that. I don't know. Hard to tell, really hard to tell. Yeah, this part is confusing. However, I'm gonna do a simple thing. I'm gonna test if I can do that. It seems that I can. Or not? I can. Yes, I can. What does it mean? I get it. I get it. I get it. Get it. So I'm gonna make. Okay, it's hard to understand here. I'm gonna cut here. Right this here. Then I'm gonna cut here. Like that. Draw this down here. What I can do now is basically extrude the vertex from this one and merge. Oh no, just simply fill this with vertices and fill this. Yeah, and this was what this basically is continuation. Okay, a continuation of something here. I don't understand it actually. Sir Francis Dump. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not a reference, but a mirror itself. It's so bad. The idea. Why do they create them so complex? Why? They are not supposed to do it. It's like they would hater me. They want me to have problems with this modeling task. Why? Okay, I think I've got something, but it's not what I wanted. Okay, it's not exactly what I wanted. But I'm gonna, because it's impossible. Basically, here, okay, it is particularly possible to work in this view. But I wouldn't call it real work, because I don't see any chances of understanding something here. So I must kind of guess how it works. At least I can guess. It already means something. That's great. Something with meaning. Straight here, please. Why? Why is it so complex here? Okay, it's like there. Okay, I'm gonna split it here to make sure that it acts as I want it to do. Otherwise, it seems to not be what I want it to be. Well, okay. Oh, fill this in. Huh, we cheated. It was a cheat. It wasn't a fair thing to do, but I really don't see any else exit from this situation. So I'm cheating. But the result will be fine once we can adjust it. So yeah, this will depend only on adjusting and not on the correct modeling. Just adjusting the wrong model. Maybe we can get it to be right, because otherwise I don't see any chance to make anything that looks like something at all. Now we have something. I'm gonna get it like this here. This point seems correct to do it like that. Okay, and why do we have this space here? What purpose? Right, because we don't have hole here. I'm gonna delete this vertex here, clearing this section. Fill this with triangle as well as this, and then go in this view, orthographic of course, extrude an vertex there, fill this in, drag this vertex here. Okay, we have this vertex here. Why? We have it in the wrong position? No, don't. Okay, I'm gonna fill it in like that and that. Now, well, okay, I'm gonna undo a few steps. Take a look at the reference. It's so complex there. Oh, I get it. A knife cut like this will solve all of my problems. I can then grab this word, pull it to here, fill in here, and fill in here as well. Okay. And does it solve this? Yes, because you can just fill this, drag this down somewhere around there, and the zoom, drag this vertex here. Okay, we made something from nothing. We made something working from something broken. We made something that works. That's amazing. I even still don't believe me. I still don't believe myself. But we have it. Great. Just look like the mirror we see there. It kind of does. Of course, this thing should be improved kind of a bit. Otherwise, it looks bad. Okay, well, What I'm gonna do now is the last part. And it's like a piece of cake for us now, once we've done it. Horrible part. The most horrible part of all of the car modeling that we had so far. At least in my opinion. I'm gonna do extrude, scale. Scale down, and then press scale Y0. Then I'm gonna go in top view and rotate around and drag it in here, like that. And as well in side view, rotate around and drag in to get it correct. Well, great, we can scale up a bit. Position, adjust it. Can even rotate it here. Great. Think that it's fine here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, well, kind of thing that you have used to already. Or maybe it's not gonna require us to rescale it. So I'm gonna just have them all selected here. I press E scale and merge them at center. Great. However, currently it looks, all of the model looks kind of bad because we need edge splits. Let's split a lot. This thing requires splitting a lot. I mean it, a lot. When I say a lot in this case, I really mean a lot. So let's split a lot all around of here. Select all the split, the vertices that we are supposed to split. And on the mirror, I'm gonna split these vertices. Mesh. Alright. I'm gonna select all that I'm supposed to split. I think that's here. And here. So many things to split. Why so many? Why? I hate this mirror. Why couldn't it be something very simple? Like most of modern cars have. Something simple but decent. This is something unusually complex, but at some point it may look good. Right. And where else do I split? Let's take a look. This should be split. We have selected it already. Kind of. It's from there. Oh no, it's from the top. From there. No, it's from here. Okay, good. And they're inside, which I've also selected. Is there anything else? Yeah, there is. Okay, maybe not split it yet. What I see here, big problem, is this vertex, a single set of vertices. Okay. So now, see it looking good. Yeah, I noticed it. I may continue. The split all through it. Great. Now we have in a hard part, hard fight. We have finally beaten the door. Oh, right. One more important thing here, split this, otherwise it makes horrible, terrible, incredible oh no, not incredible, just terrible artifacts. So you need to split it from the rest. To make sure to prevent all of the bad artifacts, to minimize the artifact count. Okay, so now it's hard to notice them. I'm gonna split here as well. It's kind of crying for this split here. Yes, you can't live without it. Great, now we have beaten the door monster. Of course, wait, I'm gonna go in this material. Yeah, with the correct shader, it doesn't have those horrible. It doesn't look horrible. Looks kind of fine. I'm gonna just assign my current test materials for you to see how it looks with them. Later, of course, I'm gonna, in one of the last tutorials, we're gonna create the material rig of it. And then you're gonna see yourself how to well make material rig. Now I'm gonna quickly, just for you to see how it looks with some nice materials, I'm gonna assign them so that there are ones. So selecting through it, all those. Faces here. If you wish, you can also create some placeholder materials now. Just if you want your BMW to look better, have some common presentations of it. So I'm gonna add new material here. Set it to this material that I've created here. Okay. Okay, here as well as I think that it was current goal of this material which I use for interior kind of reminds me of carbon fiber as well. Of course it's lighter. I'm gonna nothing else complex, of course. Glass here. And I'm gonna apply metal here. And yeah, and final thing, if you want your door to look, if you want your car to look fine, we didn't have mirror on the door because I want doors to be separate each from other. I'm gonna press Shift D, S, X -1, Control A, scale, tab, mesh, normals, flip normals. We did the same with wings, and now we do it with door. I'm gonna call this door L. Okay, this is it. We have done this incredibly hard work working on this mirror, and now we have those doors, and this car looks pretty decent already. So yeah, thank you for watching. In the next tutorial we're gonna make the windshields front and rear, and then we're gonna work more on the interior. But for today it's it. We have done so hard work, and now we have those doors here, and hopefully soon we'll have our car finished. Yeah, and I think that it's gonna be below 10,000 polys for me, because currently I have 3,000 polygons and almost 6,000 triangles. So, but yeah, this is kind of low poly count for such a lot of things done on this car. It's close to the finish. But for today I say thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial.